Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeTolife.com, and in this video we are going to talk about feed your hunger, the art of thinking from. Right? There's a big difference between thinking of something, thinking of your goal, thinking about the person you would like to be, or thinking from being already that person. Right? In this video I want to explain you what this has to do with feeding your hunger. Okay, it's very important. It's a great concept, and if you understand this, all of this whole love assumption topic, whole shifting into another state topic will become way easier for you. So let's just jump right into it, right? So let's talk about some quotes by Neville, as I always do, because he just explained this so awesome. And he said, "I'm calling upon everyone to put this into practice. Every desire contains its own satisfaction to be fed upon. It's entirely up to you. You may feed your hunger by thinking of your desire, or you feed its satisfaction by thinking from its fulfillment." So I hope you see the difference, right? When you feed your hunger by thinking of your desire, it's just you stay hungry. Right? You feed the hunger, you think of the desire, you get more hungry for it, you want it more and more and more. And the goal that you have, whatever it is that you want to shift and be in your life, right? You want this more and more and more. But when you feed it satisfaction, right, that you already have it, then you start to be satisfied. Then your hunger is fed and you're no longer hunger for this thing, okay? So when I know what I want in this world, when I'm thinking of it, it is always beyond me. When I know what I want, I enter into that state and think from it. You see, huge difference. Again, you can think about what you want all day long, but this won't really bring you any results or any long-lasting results or any results actually. But when you start to think from it, from already having this, already being this person, and you don't have to do this 24/7. It's more so that you learn and test and apply to do this in your marginal activities, like Neville did when he went to Barbados and how he learned the law of assumption from his teacher. I will link this video above. It's called How Neville Learned the Law and How Abdullah Taught the Law to Neville. Make sure you check this out. So you see, I'm sure you got the difference, right? You can think of something, you can think from something. So when a man learns the art of thinking from the end, that man is the master of his fate. For he defines his end, he formulates an aim in life, and then feels himself right into the situation of that end. And as you know, the acceptance of the end wills the means. I also have a video on this, I will also link this, that is the only thing required. You accepting the end, you thinking from the end, that wills the means. That is the requirement for you to actually moving towards that goal. Okay, and when you master this, right, the art of thinking from something, from having already attained it, not wanting it any longer, thinking of it, but already having it, that is when things start to change in your life. So, now the whole vast world and all within it, sorry for that pause, I just had to realize what I'm actually going to explain to you now, because this is the game changer, like this is the thing, okay? So the whole vast world and all within it is nothing more than the appeasement of hunger. That's the whole of life, basically. The appeasement of hunger, the satisfaction of hunger. When you're hungry, you want to eat something. When you're thirsty, you want to drink something. You always want to appease your inner hunger, basically, no matter if it's for those human desires, those like drinking and bodily desires and eating something, or for your desires and goals that you have actually for your life, right? And there are infinite states from which you may view the world to appease that hunger. The first man, and this is very important, the first man can't do it. He can only feed upon what his senses dictate. And the first man, that is basically the outer you, like basically the you in this 3D world, okay? It's just what Neville calls the first man, right? You have your senses, and you can only be fed upon what your senses dictate. Wherever he is, he feeds upon the facts of life as he sees the facts. It takes the second man, which is actually your imagination, to disengage himself from that restriction and enter into a state, any state in the world, and feed upon it. And then in time bring the first man to feed upon it. Again, first man is like you in this three-dimensional world, and second man is like your imaginative self, what you experience within your imagination. Because within you can see, you can sense, you can experience that you already that which you want to be, right? That you have already attained this goal, that you already are this new version of yourself. You can feel it, you can experience it, you can act upon that. This is already real within you, basically, right? But so that's as within, so without. But in order to experience the same thing also on the outside, it can take some time. So in order to get there where the second man is instantly, you have to think from how would that second man, how would that imaginative self basically think, okay? If you think about you in your imagination, you already have your goal, then how would you think? How would you view your friends? How would they view you? How would you view the world in general when the thing that you want would already be true? That is thinking from, right? And that will bring you to actually encounter the same situation also outwardly. All the hungers can be satisfied, like the hunger of security, the hunger for a better job, the hunger for a raise in authority, in your present position, the hunger for, you name it. It's for everything, right? Relationship, money, health, all the examples from Neville, right? Everything is like a hunger, a wanting, a desire. So hunger basically is desire, right? Feed your hunger. It's just the same thing as feed your desire. But you can feed it, make it actually even stronger when you think of it. You create this separation, you think of the desire, you wanting it. It's not here yet. When you learn to think from it, then there is no hunger. Because you think from it, from how would it be if it would be already true. You see the difference? Let's talk about the results that you will get by doing this, okay? So first of all, you will get into a knowing that it is already done. You will get a relief, you'll get into a knowing, yes, it's already true when you start to think from. You will get an excitement that it is a part of your life now. You will just know, okay, this is how it is. This is now true for me. It's awesome. I feel this relief. I feel this excitement. You will also feel a thankfulness that this is yours. And you will feel a relief of possession. That's actually the biggest thing. It's like when you are really make this simple, okay? Think about when you're hungry, okay? What you do when you're hungry is you eat so much food until you're no longer hungry, until your hunger is fed upon, right? Until you're satisfied. You have the satisfaction of, okay, I'm full, I don't want to eat anymore, right? Same with your desires. And the only way to actually feed them so that you get this satisfaction is to imaginative experience them, to think from them. How would it be? How would I act? How would I think if this would be already true? And you can do this in your imagination. I want to show an image with you to illustrate this mindset basically more to you so that you can really grasp this and apply this in your life. So let's just say this is you, okay? This is you, and you stand in front of a big mountain. And the goal is you want to be on top of the mountain, right? So you have two ways to go about the situation. The first thing that you can do is you can actually think of yourself standing on the mountain. So you're still here, but you think of yourself, oh, like it would be so great if I'm on top of the mountain. Oh, like I want to be on top of this mountain. Oh, I want to enjoy the view and stuff like that. But you will see that you still have the hunger. You think of this situation, right? And this is one way to do it. The second way that you can do is that you start to think from it. You literally place yourself in your imagination already on this mountain and you view the world from that mountain. Like Neville did when he went through Barbados, right? He viewed the world, he imagined himself laying in his mother's house and imagining the world from there, living there, already being in Barbados. So this is the same as here, right? Thinking of is hunger, is desiring, is wanting it more and more and more. Thinking from basically, right? Viewing the world from already having a goal, from already being on top of the mountain, neutralizes the desire. There is no longer a desire when you already have it. When you think from, you can't desire it. So when you know what it is, when you know what you want, you must assume the feeling that you have it. And although your reasons and your senses will deny its existence, persistency will cause your assumption to harden into fact and objectify itself upon your screen of space. Right? Which just means when you think from, it is real, it is already true in this moment. It just means that harden into fact means it will also materialize and manifest into this world, but it is already reality. So you already stand on top of this mountain. So when you already stand on top of this mountain, you can no longer desire being on the mountain, right? You think from there, it's already true, it's already real. And that is thinking from, and that will bring you the satisfaction of it's already done, right? That is when the satisfaction is yours, and that is when you are in this sabbat, in this mental rest period, okay? I have a intense video, a very extensive guide on how the manifesting process step by step works. I will link this above. Make sure you check this out. It's, I think, one of the best videos I actually did, I would say, because it's really very extensive and explains everything step by step. So just check it out. Now, when the satisfaction is yours, like I said, you no longer hunger for it. When you eat enough food, you're no longer hungry. When you drink enough, you're no longer thirsty. When you experience your desire, that something that implies the end of your desire, and you think from that, you're no longer desiring that thing. You shift into the state of the wish fulfilled. So if the hunger persists, you did not explode the idea within you. You did not actually succeed in becoming conscious of being that which you want to be. Having assumed that I am what I formerly desired to be, I cannot continue desiring what I am conscious of being. So I do not discuss it. Right? When you already know who you are and that you now have this thing and this is now true, and again, you don't have to do it 24/7, force yourself to think about the desire all day long. We don't want to do this, and it's actually not possible, because when you shift into this state, when you have the satisfaction, you also automatically start to let go. Right? This, of course, you letting go just means you let go of the need, you let go of the desire, of the actual desiring phase. Doesn't mean that you let go of the actual thing that you want. You just let go of desiring it, because you have shifted into the state of having it. I will link a video also. It's called Letting Go. Also check this out if you want. And that's it, right? That is the satisfaction of hunger. So I want to end this video with a very important disclaimer. Many people still in this community, they concentrate on their goal. They place their attention on their goal. They place their attention on the desire itself, which oftentimes, when you think about maybe a person that you want, a relationship you want, money you want, changing a health situation or changing something in your life, and you put all your focus on that thing specifically, this can create a lot of resistance, fears, worries, doubts, setbacks, and this is not the goal. So do not concentrate on the goal, exactly specifically on the goal, but instead, rather, you feel yourself into a single event that will most likely take place after your wish has come true. You look back mentally, it is already like that, it is already done. Right? That's it. Which means you come up with something that implies fulfillment, that implies that you already have it. That is way easier than to imagine the desire itself. Trust me, I tried this. When you just come up with something that would naturally happen when your desire is true, maybe a congratulation, maybe you seeing a specific thing, maybe you doing a specific kind of action, a specific kind of like thing in your life that implies that you only would do when your desire would already be real. So you do that, you imagine that instead, right? That is way better. So don't concentrate on the goal and on the desire. Concentrate on something that implies you already have it. Think from that place in your imagination. Think from, view the world, how it would be like if you would already have your goal. How would you view the world if you would have doubled your income? You would view things differently. Your friends would see you differently. You would see them differently. Okay, do this, practice this, and I promise you will perceive changes. You will perceive that it's very powerful. And most importantly, you will realize that you will feed your hunger by this. You will feed your hunger, you will move into the state of being satisfied, into the state of the wish fulfilled, and that's a place from which things happen and the bridge will unfold. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Definitely leave me in the comments down below if this helped you, if you learned something from this video. And that's it for this video for today. See you in the next video. Bye guys.